On today's show, Jody Powers from Liberty Station is here to share how they help adults with disabilities through training and employment. Maggie Warren from Firebirds Wood Fired Grill tells us how they're making lemonade to help those fighting childhood cancer. Plus, check out our 𝗪𝗲𝗁𝗀 pet of the week. She's a sweet little thing. So grab your friendly neighborhood zebra, kick back, and enjoy the show. Good Morning Murfreesboro for Friday, June 6th, 2025 begins now.
Good morning, Murfreesboro. I'm Lance Chandler.
And I'm 𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. Thank you for joining us for another week of Good Morning Murfreesboro, where we highlight what makes Murfreesboro shine.
Well, it's been a week here in Murfreesboro, let me tell you.
Listen, if somebody sees me riding a zebra, I don't want to hear it.
Look,
don't call the cops.
It's been a good week to be a zebra, a bad week to be a zebra catcher.
It's a bad week to be a bear, too.
Ooh, yeah.
We have made national news.
In more ways than one, you know, with all the wildlife around here. I saw a news bit yesterday just talking about, like, it was one of the zoo people at Nashville Zoo, like, zebra's not a good pet.
No.
They're very, like, dangerous.
I did hear that they can be kind of mean.
Yeah.
And not because they want to be mean, but just because it's a wild animal.
Yeah.
So don't approach it.
They're just trying to protect themselves. They're not being mean on purpose. They just think you're a lion and they're ready to stomp you out.
Yeah. So we started the first week of summer with a
bang.
Or with stripes.
With stripes. Yeah. Racing stripes. It's just wild. And then all the businesses around town hopped on board, and they have the zebra. Yeah, we did.
We had the zebras.
Everybody, the zebra's been everywhere in Murfreesboro, in every business, helping out or doing something in some way. Sometimes he's been a nuisance. Sometimes he's been a new employee.
What a great way for our local businesses to go kind of viral, though, is utilizing AI and the zebra.
I know, right? It's perfect.
Yeah. The first week of summer, so like no school traffic by my house.
I know. Well, you know, it's funny. When I leave in the morning, it's been like a little heavier. And I literally live by a school, and I'm like, what is going on? Like why is there more traffic than there normally is?
A lot of people have gone to the beach.
Yeah.
That's what they do that first week.
Well, you know, Murfreesboro in the summertime typically is like a ghost town because
It does.
we're not a vacation central place.
We should be.
A lot of people don't come here to visit. You know what? That's so funny. I'll tell you something. Me and my wife, because you know the Chrisleys got pardoned, and so we just went back and started watching it. There's a whole episode where they get stranded in Murfreesboro.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so the Chrisleys got stranded in Murfreesboro, lost their keys. They're eating at City Cafe.
Oh, wow.
Fun fact. I'm just throwing this out there. I know we didn't even talk about this yet, but in the background, right behind them, and I know who it was. Sitting right behind him at City Cafe. I don't even know if he knows.
You know everybody.
It was Mr. Murfreesboro.
Oh, how funny is that?
Yeah, so he's sitting right behind Todd and Julie.
You need to go back and watch it.
Yeah, and it's like season 3, one of the episodes on it. I can't remember. But yeah, he's just sitting back there talking, eating. You see the back of his head, and I'm like, that's Bill Wilson.
That's great. That's really great. Well, what about a joke?
I got one for you. This week.
Okay.
This one's complimentary of my grandmother, so I got to give her a shout out. My granny.
Granny.
Hey, Southernism right there. We can use that later on in the show. All right. Why did 6 not like 7?
Why?
Because 7, 8, 9.
That would make me a little scared too. Well, welcome to Murfreesboro, all you new people. We have so many influx of people from all over the world. And we're not going to bag on any states that have been dropping a lot of their people here. But as they get here, they don't always know what people are saying. So we do our Southernism. So the phrase today, in case you hear it, is she's wound up tighter than a 3-day clock.
I mean, she's
stressed
or like, or highly caffeinated.
Stressed and highly caffeinated, not a good mix.
Yeah.
Not a good mix.
Could be highly caffeinated. That's for sure.
So if you hear she's wound up tighter than a 3-day clock, bless her heart.
Yeah, give her a Xanax.
That's not good. Yeah. Someone needs to detox. And the word is ugly, and it doesn't mean your face.
No, not. Just means it could be your actions.
Right.
It could be your
Vibe.
Yeah, there we go. That's the word I'm looking
she's
for.
Acting ugly.
She's
which
acting
means
ugly.
She's mean.
That means some people act ugly in traffic around here.
Yeah, that is very, very, very true. So those are our 2 words. In case you hear them, We're helping you week by week.
Yep, there you go.
Well, let's talk about some of the events that are going on around the country.
Yeah.
This week, National Little League Week.
Yep, and we have National Men's Health Week.
And this weekend, there's National Drive-In Movie Day.
That's a fun one.
Now, the drive-in that was here in Woodbury is closed, but we're going to talk about an event a little bit later, so you can still get your movie under the star fix.
Drive-in fix,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then yo-yos, when I was a kid, came back hardcore. It's National Yo-Yo Day today.
I was never very good at a yo-yo.
I had yo-yos. I had a whole collection of them. I just yo-yo with two hands. Just
yeah, I did a lot of rewinding.
Walk the dog, the pendulum claw, had the butterfly ones that just kept spinning for hours.
That's awesome.
I know, right?
Yeah. On Saturday, June 7th, it's Daniel Boone Day.
Daniel Boone Day. I grew up with a guy, his name was Daniel, so we called him Boone.
There you go.
Then it's on Saturday, June Bug Day. And let me tell you.
Nobody loves a June bug.
Now is June bug season, which means now it's time to put down your insecticides and insect repellent on your lawn, because you'll get grub worms. This is the time where they're like doing their thing and stuff, and the grub worms are coming in. So June is when they come up out of the ground, they mate, and then they lay their eggs. And if you don't put something down, those eggs become grub worms, and your grass looks terrible. It's dead in spots. So there you go. You're welcome.
Lawn tip of the week. National Black Bear Day as well. So we were talking a few minutes ago, there was a bear loose in Gallatin. Unfortunately, it did get hit by a car and passed away, but it is Wild Animal Week.
It is. Yeah. Bears, zebras, tigers, oh my.
Grumpy people, whatever.
Then we have also Saturday, National Chocolate Ice Cream Day, which is one of my favorites.
It's good for a lot of people.
Yeah. You can't just have plain vanilla all the time. You gotta have a little chocolate ice cream every now and then.
Yeah, vanilla all the time is boring. On Sunday, June 8th, it's National Best Friends Day. So grab your bestie, come down to the square, and find some way to support local business.
And then on Monday, June 9th, it is Donald Duck Day. And Rachel's got her best Donald Duck impression.
No, I don't. I don't. Do you Donald Duck? You do a lot.
I don't Donald Duck. I have friends that can Donald Duck. It's not me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to try it on it right now.
It's also National Meal Prep Day, which it's a big thing. I love to meal prep.
I love to meal prep, and then I
you
don't
have to
eat
think.
it.
Oh, I do.
The whole week's all set up, and I'm like, by day 2, I'm like, pretty tired of this. Let's go to Sonic. And then on Tuesday the 10th, it's National Iced Tea Day. Now, that's a good Southern day.
Because we talked about you can't go to a restaurant and ask for something about sweet tea. Like
you can't. All right, you can. But some restaurants don't even serve anything but sweet tea in this.
Right.
They're like, "Can I have an iced tea?" And it comes out sweet. I'm like, "No, I wanted it without any sugar." They're like, "Too bad."
Don't do that.
What's that?
We don't do that
What's
here.
unsweet tea?
It's also Superman Week.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite superheroes. Batman's my number 1. Superman definitely number 2. Wednesday, June 11th is National Corn on the Cob Day.
And you know what goes great with corn on the cob? German chocolate cake. Which day it is too?
Not one of my favorites at all. I'm not a coconut fan. We
know.
talked about
it.
When Alex Blue was on here, we talked about why I don't like coconut. So if you want to know,
go back and watch.
It was a gross story. Ooh. And then on June 12th, on Tuesday, we have a Raggedy Ann and Andy Day, which I don't know if y'all have seen that with the...
Is there a new version of it?
No, it's the Annabelle dolls, a Raggedy Ann dog. They have her on tour. She's going to be in Bowling Green, Kentucky, so stay away from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Like she was in Louisiana. Like a plantation home burned down while she was there. A bunch of inmates escaped. Like they all blamed it on her. Like as soon as she got there, day 1, like all these terrible things started happening. So,
no bueno.
Yeah.
Not good. Well, for our sports fans, the U.S. Open Golf Championship begins at Oakmont Country Club near Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's my type of sporting event right there. I love that.
Yeah. So on this day, today marks the anniversary of D-Day, June 6, 1944, when over 155,000 Allied troops stormed the beaches of Normandy, France, in the largest amphibious invasion in history. They were led by General Dwight D. Eisenhower, and this was a pivotal moment that helped turn the tide of World War II and led to the liberation of Europe. Their bravery lives on in history and film and in our hearts.
Yeah, some great classic movies and stuff all about that.
Yeah.
And something to memorialize for sure. Change the world in a very positive way for such a
dramatic
event. Also, we got our celebrity birthdays.
Yes, we do.
So June 7th on Saturday, it's Liam Neeson's birthday. You know, he's 73. He's got a
bunch of shows.
He's Taken. Like he's got a very very unique set of skills, or he'll hunt you down.
He will hunt you down. Former Vice President Mike Pence turned 66.
Wow. And then on Sunday, the 8th, it's Kanye West's birthday. He's 48. Kanye West is definitely an artist. Some people like him, some people don't like him. Just remember, he's a little bipolar.
On the same day, singer Bonnie Tyler is turning 74.
Yeah, and June 9th on Monday, it's Johnny Depp's birthday. He'll be 62, if that's believable.
And sharing his birthday is Michael J. Fox. He turned 64.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know they had the same birthday.
Me either.
And then on that same day, we have sports commentator Dick Vitale. He's 86. Oh, Dickie V basketball. I got a good Dickie V impersonation, but I don't.
Are you going to do it?
I mean, when he's on, I love him to death. But like he's done it so long, his voice, he's like, when he's talking about the game, you just can't understand anything that he's saying.
Kind of like saying Shelbyville.
Show.
On June 10th, model Kate Upton turns 33.
And then also on June 10th, country singer Lee Brice is 46. He's in and around Murfreesboro. He lives like right on the outskirts of the area here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
June 11th, the talk show host Dr. Oz turns 65.
Oh, wow. That's unbelievable, too. And then on June 12th, that's Thursday, country singer and Murfreesboro native.
I do this.
Chris Young turns 40. He's the big 4-0. So if you're out there watching us, Chris, and you love your Murfreesboro,
come be on our show.
Come be on the show. Let's talk about your birthday. Well, we also have to thank our sponsors. We have great sponsors. Superior Overhead Doors.
615 Insurance.
Info Social Media.
Achieve Entrepreneur Center.
Hemispheres Wine Bar.
And Valley Growers.
Yeah.
So if you can't find anything to do in Murfreesboro this weekend, you are not looking hard enough and definitely not watching our show. Happening today and tomorrow from 9:30 to 1:30, the pop-up shop is back at Liberty Station. It's not just shopping, it's shopping for a cause. Those proceeds support meaningful community programs. So swing on by Liberty Station on Broad Street this morning and support something special. And Jody's going to be on the show in just a little bit and talk to us some more about all
that
Liberty
pop-up shop's
Station.
so cool. There's all types of stuff there.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss it.
For sure. Tonight from 5 to 8, join us for Downtown After 5. Great way to support local shopping, dining, and entertainment while getting that vibrant energy of our historic downtown Murfreesboro. You can discover why Murfreesboro is the place to be.
It's a fun event. There's the shops are open late.
Yeah.
You go in there. Some of them have some adult beverages for you. You know, you can sip and shop and things like that. Snacks. Who doesn't like to snack while they shop?
I like snacks. Tomorrow, take a walk through history. Join us at the Stones River National Battlefield for Charles Bennett and the Civil War in Murfreesboro. It is a powerful and true story of courage and legacy. They do 3 programs at 1, 2, and 3, and they have live musket firing. So probably don't bring your dog.
So if you hear gunfire, don't be on the Ring app. Do you hear those gunshots?
Or next door. It is free and family friendly. Hear how one local hero rose from battle to become a captain in the U.S. Colored Infantry. Don't miss this moving experience.
I love that stuff. It's so cool.
The history is awesome, and there's so much here in Middle Tennessee.
Tons.
Yeah. Tomorrow night, get ready for cozy summer nights. Movies Under the Star returns and runs every Saturday through July. That's what I was talking about. You can get your movie fix. From 8 to 10 p.m. at the Fountains at Gateway, they have free movies on the plaza presented by Murfreesboro Parks and Rec. Bring your friends, pack a blanket, and settle in as they hit play at sundown. They kick off. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Kick off tomorrow with the movie Migration.
Oh.
Don't miss it.
Interesting. Yeah. Bring your blankets for sure, guys. And make sure pack a chair, bring a little bit of food if you're not buying food from around there. Snacks for the kids.
Sunday, June 9th, get ready to hit the road for adventure. Vacation Bible School is rolling into First United Methodist Church in Murfreesboro. This year's VBS program is a road trip with Scout the Dog as your trusty tour guide. It's packed with fun stops that include music, Bible stories, crafts, science, recreation, mission projects, and of course, snack time.
Snacks.
It is completely free and open to the public. Walk-ins are welcome starting at 8:30 a.m. on June 9th. Don't miss this 4-day journey of faith and fun. And there are other churches and organizations doing Vacation Bible School. So if that's not your church, check out
There's signs
yours.
all over town.
Yes.
And there's posts all over Facebook. You
Yes.
can find one, I promise you. And if you just can't remember what all we just said and what all we just talked about, there are links below in our description. So you can go in there, check out what events that you want to attend around town this week, and follow those links, and they'll get you to the right spot.
Absolutely. Hey there. If you're a professional who's driven, passionate about what you do, and looking to connect with other like-minded individuals, we have the perfect place. Networking for awesome people is exactly what it sounds like. A local community built for awesome professionals who want to support each other, share insights, and create meaningful connections. We're here to build a network where everyone feels welcome and empowered. If that sounds like you, we'd love to have you join our community. Find the link below and let's connect you with more awesome people. Well, welcome back. We have our first guest and repeat guest, Miss Jody Powers, going to talk to us today about Liberty Station.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for having me. I appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Well, you have a big thing going on today and tomorrow.
We do. So our quarterly pop-up shops. So the garage and outdoors sometimes, and this time for sure, having vendors sell their wares. So it's a great day. We do have some child vendors. We do that focus annually. So we have some kids selling things. And Amelia's Closet Garage Boutique is set up, expanded version this weekend, just to move. We have a BOGO sale going on, so buy one item, get one free. So
Nice.
it'll be a great event. And you can
Deals.
eat lunch while you shop.
Yeah, there you go. Deals upon deals, lunch. What could go wrong?
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
Once again, who doesn't like to snack while they
Right,
shop?
yes.
And then you guys are focusing on some child entrepreneurs. Do you know
Yes.
any kind?
So we have one returning selling plants that he
Okay.
propagates.
Oh, wow.
We've had some sell jewelry, and they're just so cute. You know, when they cash people out and they have their homemade signs, and it's adorable.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And they're learning how to run
Yes.
a business
Yes.
and what the value of money is and what their items are worth. That's amazing.
it's
A lot of
neat.
people don't learn that till into their adulthood.
The future local business owners.
Yes,
Yep.
for sure.
That's fantastic. So what are the hours?
9:30 to 1:30.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday.
Okay. And so are there also, so it's inside the garage?
Yes, and then we'll have
Outside?
some canopies outside. Also.
Okay. And then inside, they can get what I like to talk about, which is the grilled cheese flight.
Yes, that's one of my favorite things, and I share it. I mean, I think I could eat the whole thing by myself, but I typically share it. But yes, you can choose 3 different sandwiches, 3 different dipping sauces for the sandwiches, and just share it with a friend, and they're delicious.
That is really good. Yeah. I've gone and had lunch there multiple times, and I can't say that I have a favorite. I like the grilled cheese flight because then I can try different things. But I've had the soup. I've had a wonderful latte made for me.
Yes, our baristas are doing great in their
yes.
training. So
That's awesome. That's
Yes.
great. So you've been on it before, but people might not have seen that episode. Let's talk a little bit about Liberty Station and you, Jody, and give them a little recap. It doesn't have to be too in-depth, but tell us a little bit, one, about Liberty Station, how you got that started up, and a little about yourself and that
Okay.
involvement.
Well, I started Amelia's Closet nonprofit 11 years ago, and our main volunteer source was adults with disabilities. So different organizations around town would bring them in, and they would volunteer and process our incoming donations, shoes, jewelry, purses, and get them ready to put out for our clients that we serve. And so many of them kept asking, can I have a real job here?
Oh.
So I realized there's a gap between graduating high school and then starting their adult life. Not every child with a disability wants to bag groceries, you know. So after they kept asking for jobs, I just felt like God saying, start a job training program. So that is what Liberty Station is. It's a cafe that is a job training program. So we keep 15 paid interns at a time, and as they graduate, then we can hire the next one. And we've I think hired our 48th one
Wow.
recently and graduated so many. And I cry every time we graduate someone because they've been there typically 12 months to 18 months.
Yeah.
So we just help them be a barista or work in a bakery, restaurant, food service, hospitality, custodial and retail training. So it's great. Our occupational therapy staff can really kind of focus on what their individual learning styles are, what their hang-ups might be, and just get over those barriers so they can be successful out in the community. And it's so rewarding to see so many out there in other businesses working, you know, that we had a little hand in.
Yeah, a lot of times kids, and I know this from that have special needs, they have like one very unique skill set that they're great at.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just uncovering that. If you can find that and open it up,
Yes.
they'll kill it. Like they're just like amazing at
Yes,
it.
it is so neat to see when they don't focus on their barrier at work because they feel like they already belong and everybody accepts them how they are. Then they can really focus on their little niche of expertise. I would
Yeah,
say.
some it can be overwhelming when you're trying to like learn all these different things. But if you're like, hey, you're great at making coffee, you make the coffee, and then everybody comes and like, this is the best cup of coffee I've ever had.
Yes, so many are just so precise. You know,
I've
a lot
had,
of other
like,
people
the
just like, yeah,
design.
whatever. But they're like, you know, if someone doesn't measure it exactly right, they'll tell you. So it's good. It's awesome.
About the best service in town when you
Yeah.
get there,
Yes.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, they do the designs on the top of the coffees.
Yeah.
It's not like it's subpar anything.
Right.
Everything is up high.
Yeah, we had a family from Australia visiting the area for a month, and they said their Liberty Station coffee was the best they've had since they've been in America.
Wow, that's a
So
big
it is-
compliment.
Yes,
It
for
is.
Because
sure.
where were they from again?
Australia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
International
Well,
destination.
When you have people come here from other countries and they're used to their
Yeah.
country, like Europe or Australia, and they're used to that coffee, like it's made a particular way.
Yes.
That's a huge
It is.
compliment.
Yeah, I
for
called
a
our
restaurant.
roaster, said, guess what? You did a great job too.
Awesome. Speaking of roasters, so people can buy your coffee as well?
Yes, yeah. So that was kind of our first way to generate revenue besides donations was selling our bags of coffee. So I think we have 11 different kinds you can
Wow.
buy. The 12-ounce bag, the minis, or the 5-pound bag of whole beans or ground.
Do you have a best seller that everybody
Morning
says?
roll call
Yep.
and Sweet Victory. Those are the two main sellers, and that's what we serve every day for our brewed coffee.
Sounds great to me.
Yes, it is wonderful. Yes.
You have a Recipe for Hope coming up with Chef Mitchell Murfree.
Yeah,
So
so
what is that?
every month, we have a local chef create a signature sandwich for us. So it's a fundraiser sandwich. It's $12. So we only feature it 1 week. So his is the 𝗪𝗫𝗀. So it's 3
Mozzarella.
cheeses, salami, roasted peppers, and aroma tomatoes. So
Ooh.
we've had 𝗪𝗔𝗄𝘀 do one, Laura Gossett, just so many in the area that have just pitched in and say, I'll do that. So they provide the groceries. They train our interns how to create it and assemble it. We do a little photo op, and then we tag their restaurants in it just to help them, and they help us. So
How
I think we're going to sell out on this one.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
For sure. That sounds amazing.
Yes.
That's
very good.
awesome. What a great way to work together with the community, too.
Yeah, just collaborate and share followers and just show that we do have great community support.
Yeah, Murfreesboro is pretty great about community
Yes.
support. We have a lot of nonprofits. I know it's a volunteer state.
Mhm.
We just have a lot of people who care and genuinely do it from their heart.
Yes, I don't think there's a need someone could have that cannot be met in Murfreesboro.
Oh,
agree.
for sure. We're growing so rapidly, and your business is so unique in what it offers. Like, there's no one else in town that offers it like
Right.
that. It's such an experience.
Right. And just having job training with actual customers. And we're so proud of our menu and the food. We didn't want people to have to choose, should we go support a good cause today at lunch, or should we get something really good to eat? Like, this is
Yeah.
the place. So it is good.
You get best of both worlds
Yes.
in that situation.
You know, I forgot to ask earlier, is there an age range? Do they have to be just out of high school, or is there...
We've had some interns that were 56 years old.
Wow.
So any age range after school.
Gotcha.
And to fill out an application or find out more?
Yeah, so they are information's online at libertystationtn.org. There's criteria for the program. It's very broad. We've had those in wheelchairs, deaf, paralyzed even, that
Wow.
she was able to use a device to communicate. And so just a wide range of disabilities.
That's
That's
amazing. So there's nothing too big for you guys to handle. You'll figure it out.
We try.
Yeah.
We've turned down very few,
Yeah.
and they were needed more medical attention, and our staff wasn't able to handle all the seizures and different things. But we really try. We're very optimistic when someone applies that we can, through the assessment period, that we can really make a difference in their success for their career, really.
And how can the community help? Obviously, most nonprofits, they do need financial assistance, but what does that look like for you guys? Is there a one-time giving, a monthly giving? How does that work?
We love monthly donors. Even if it's $10, just have something we can count on coming in. Only 50% of our bills are paid by sales. And we do rent out the space, so we do have the venue income coming in, but we still heavily rely on donors, grants, corporate sponsorships. But we really need more volunteers, so they can just come fill out the application, and then we kind of figure out where to plug them in just to help fill the gaps during service time in the kitchen or out in the cafe. Right now we're needing to hire a kitchen manager, and it's just a part-time job. So we're just really trying to beef up our efforts and be able to help more interns by having more assistance and more donations coming in. We can do that.
Yeah. But you hear that, guys. If you have volunteering in your heart, if this speaks to you, please reach out to Liberty Station, reach out to Jody, and get in touch with her and volunteer. Or if you just want to donate, you can donate. And thank you so much.
And we would love to be people's lunch spot. Like if you need someone for coffee. Yeah,
you need your lunch meetings.
It's a great quiet space. Yes.
It's a
Wednesday through Saturday, 9:30 to 1:30.
There you go.
That's fantastic. Thank you again, Jody. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
All right, up next, Purple Paw's Pet of the Week. This week's Pet of the Week is brought to us by Sit Means Sit Dog Training, reliable obedience training for puppies and dogs of all ages. Today's pet comes from Proverbs 12:10 Animal Rescue. Meet Eden. Eden had a rough start, abandoned in a box with her siblings, but you'd never know it from her sweet and loving personality. She's great with kids, cats, and other dogs. Friendly, affectionate, and gentle, ready for her forever home. If you're looking for a loyal companion, full of love, Eden's your girl. Could she be the missing piece to your family?
And if you're interested in adopting Eden, reach out to Proverbs 12:10 Animal Rescue and make Eden a part of your family. If you're looking for more information on this, you can find it in our links below. And we have our second guest on the show today, Miss Maggie Warren with Firebirds Murfreesboro. Welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, we're happy to have you.
Well, you're here for a good cause today that Firebirds is hosting.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about that. We have Alex's Lemonade Stand. So I've not heard of that before.
Oh, I have.
Okay, I've not heard of that before yet. So I need to learn a little bit about it.
Yeah,
so I need you to tell me
absolutely.
all about
Educate
what
him.
happens. Yeah, educate me.
Of course. So Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation was started by Alexander Scott. She was diagnosed with 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗀 by the age of 1, went through treatment, and by the age 4, she knew she wanted to help people just like her. So with her 4-year-old self, she created a lemonade stand in her neighborhood, had community help, and her parents wanted to carry the tradition in honor of her. She did pass in 2004, so the foundation was started in 2005. Yes, and so you can host a lemonade stand anywhere. They really push it in the month of June for the hot summer days to get people out and drink some lemonade. Firebirds has partnered with them since 2012.
Wow.
Yes, and so Murfreesboro Firebirds was opened in 2023, and this will be our second summer hosting Lemonade Days. It is today, June 6th through Sunday, June 8th.
Wow.
Yes, so very exciting, and we do have a few lemon products that we really pushed, and the proceeds from that will go towards the foundation.
What are those other things?
Yeah, so that will be our house-made lemonade. It's super refreshing, really sweet.
Is that what you brought
Is
for us
this-
today?
Yes, a little treat.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
See, I used the cute straw.
You
know?
did. You got
That's
us
good
on
lemonade.
Wow. It
Wow.
actually
that.
tastes like
Refreshing,
lemon.
right?
That's amazing.
It
Yeah.
doesn't taste like fake.
Yeah.
Yes, and in the store you get a cute little sugar rim. We kind of jazz it up for you. You can get classic or strawberry, so some variety there. We also have our lemonade drop that is made with that house-made lemonade and Tito's vodka. So it kind of conceals the alcohol a little more. It's our twist of a lemon drop. Proceeds from that this weekend will go towards the foundation. We also have our lemon cake, which is my favorite dessert at Firebirds. It's 5 layers served with blueberry sauce on the side.
Wow.
So very, light and fluffy, nice summer day treat. Yeah.
That sounds like something my wife would be all about. She loves a good lemon cake and
Oh, I love
lemonade, all that stuff. So
Yes.
we might see you guys this weekend.
I hope so.
Okay, awesome. So people can come by there.
Yes.
And they can, and do they have to come inside?
Not necessarily. So this weekend we will have an actual lemonade stand outside, a fun little tent. I'm really hoping to push it as a community event, bring people in. If you want to just swing by, grab a lemonade, chat with us, the staff. You can also just stay and volunteer if you'd like. We're open to any help. We'd love to have you. But yeah, it's a really nice event, getting people together. We'd love to have you dine in, but if you just want to quickly stop by, that's always an option.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. So you work it's with Firebirds, right?
Yes.
So some people in town may have not been to Firebirds yet.
Right,
So let's talk about Firebirds a little bit. I know,
Yes,
right?
you
It's a
gotta
great
come
restaurant.
in.
I just had lunch there last week. It was
I'll have to sit
phenomenal.
at the bar.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about Firebirds.
Yeah.
2023 is when you open.
Yes.
So how are things going over there for you guys?
It is amazing. We opened in October 2023. To me, it is much more than a workplace. We really focus and hone in on hospitality, creating extraordinary experiences for our guests. For me, it's brought so many blessings, not only from the coworkers, the staff, my managers, but truly the people we meet in the restaurant. And I'm worked my way from a server to a bartender to now brand ambassador.
Wow.
So really focused on getting people in. I'm all about creating genuine connections, authentic networking. You'll see me around town a lot more. I want to bring samples. So if you have a business, let me know and I'll stop by. But really pushing Facebook right now, trying to get more on social media, just get our name out there and create true connections with Murfreesboro.
I love that.
You talked about businesses. What about hosting events there? What if somebody wanted to do a luncheon or sometimes businesses? I know I used to go to a chiropractor where he would like if you brought if you were a patient with him, you brought a guest, you bring them to a dinner, and you guys would have like a big dinner, and they would do their presentation in a private room. Do you guys do things like that?
We do have that option. We love hosting events, whether it's a birthday party, anniversary, sports meeting, any of that. We have a private dining room that you can book. There is a minimum, but we do have 𝗪𝗲𝗪 you can reach out to, who is in charge of all of that.
Wonderful.
So always an option for you.
Do you guys do catering?
We do.
Okay.
So any catering order can be placed online, or you can call, get connected with the store, and we'll get you hooked up.
Wow, I'm learning all types of things.
I
know.
I really enjoy when I go there. There's a couple girlfriends. We sit at the bar.
Yes.
The service is very amazing.
Thank you.
They actually know one of my girlfriends that goes there more than I do, and it just creates a very not cheersy, but kind of like they know who you are. They remember your name, and kind of they know what you drink.
Yes,
and
we love our regulars. I would love to make everyone a regular if I could. I have been there since we opened in October 2023, and it's 2025. I got the job right after college just to have some income, and I have loved it. And truly more than a workplace, to me. I love it, and working my way up into more of the media marketing side of things. Really just trying to get our name out there, get people in the door, and truly create those connections and bring hospitality.
It does feel that way. When you're there, the service is really good. It is over the top great. And when you're in a place like that, it's a good work environment because it is over the top.
Yes.
And sometimes you end up in some restaurants and you feel like there's a little nonsense going on. It's like my water's been empty for a while.
Hopefully
you don't feel that way at Firebirds at all.
Yes,
It's great.
we're very focused on one brand, one way. So any Firebirds you go to should be the same all around. We'll create those extraordinary experiences.
It's like when you go into Publix, they're always the same.
Yes.
What's a menu favorite?
I would say any of our salmon dishes. I love our wood-grilled salmon. So with that comes a key lime butter sauce, and then you can pick a side, and it's also served with our veggies. And so I can promise you will never leave there hungry. Maybe a little overstuffed, but I think that is a happy problem to have.
You can have a to-go
Yes,
box.
you can always get a little lemon cake to go.
Yeah, not a problem at all. I love the steaks there. You
Yes.
guys have an amazing steak.
Yes, we do have steaks.
If you're a steak connoisseur like myself, guys, if you're watching, it's a good place to get a steak.
Yes. I love our butter options. That garlic thyme butter really adds a flavor profile to any steak. So
yeah, it's really great.
One of my favorites.
Well, speaking of the lemon cake, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
this weekend, today, tomorrow, and the next day.
Right. Friday through Sunday.
So you have the three things. We're just going to recap, right? The lemonade drop, and the lemon cake.
Yes, ma'am. All options and all proceeds will go towards the foundation this weekend.
And then if you don't want to have a full meal and sit down, you got 15 minutes and you're feeling like you need a refreshing drink.
You stop by.
You can stop by
grab
the
and
tent.
go.
Yes. So I'm going to bring it personal for just a second.
Right.
And I didn't warn you ahead of time, but my daughter was diagnosed with cancer in 2000, and she did about 2.5 years of chemo.
Okay.
And I heard about Alex's lemonade stand a little later on.
Right.
But the the funds that they're raising goes to something amazing. I know a lot of people here say, you know, we have St. Jude's, we don't need to worry, but it's so much more. It's a collective effort.
Yes.
And we did not go to St. Jude's.
Okay.
We didn't need to go there for the treatment because she had the most common kind of childhood cancer. So we didn't need that. Anyway, but collectively, every dollar, if you donate a little bit extra, it all really matters.
Yes,
it goes
truly
back
does.
to that research and helping families.
Yes.
And you know, we were very fortunate. Our daughter made it, but you know, not all the kids do. And by going and getting that lemonade, the lemon drop, or the cake, you are potentially saving a kid that could be yours or someone else's. There are elementary school kids are diagnosed more than you would think. So please go out this weekend and help support.
Yes, we always say 1 cup at a time for Alex's lemonade.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you so much. 1 cup at a time. One
There
more
we
cheers. I
go.
gotta get some of this lemonade again.
Hope to see you there this weekend.
So good. Stop. Don't scroll just yet. We got more coming up right after this.
Oh, sorry. And we're back.
That was so good. I can imagine what it would be like with the Tito's in it.
Yes, we do not have any of that today. It's too early.
Oh, well, this has been a great episode. We've had
fun.
such great causes. We love when Jody's on here talking about Liberty Station. We get to talk about Alex's lemonade stand.
Yes.
What a great show. Just, I love being able to do that and get people out. So come out to these events, guys.
Yeah.
Once again, like you said earlier, if you can't find something to do,
You're not looking hard enough and you're not watching this.
Well, next week we got tons of more events.
We do. We have, we're going to have a repeat guest, so make sure you come back and watch.
Yep. And we have a new guest we've never had before talking about a big event that happens here in Murfreesboro, a huge event that happens here in Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
And then we got more fun, always more fun.
Always more fun and jokes and
We'll have Maggie bring some more
Southernisms,
lemonade next
all
week.
the
It's so good.
things. Yeah.
Well, we have to thank our sponsors
Yes.
again. We have Superior Overhead Doors,
615 Insurance,
Info Rules Social Media,
Achieve Entrepreneur Center,
Hemispheres Wine Bar,
Valley Growers.
and our Pet of the Week sponsor, Sit Means Sit Dog Training.
Yes. Yeah. And we have Neil and Maria and Steven all behind the scenes.
Great. You know, they make us look great.
Yeah.
They do. They truly do. And you know, we got a little homework to do. We always tell you at the end of the show, you got a little homework to do.
School's out.
Yeah.
But you have homework.
Like earlier, I talked about why I don't like coconuts and why German chocolate cake probably is not my thing on the episode with Alex Blue. So if you want to hear a disgusting story, go back and watch that episode and
was
learn.
real bad.
Ooh. I still, to this day, it still affects me. I'm scarred for life.
I have a Band-Aid in Meatloaf story.
Oh.
Hopefully.
We'll save that one for next week.
Yeah. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe and comment and like.
Yeah, we have to thank Hemispheres Wine Bar. Tammy comes in here; she makes it look
she's so
beautiful,
great.
and she's great when you come in and see her. So come in and see her, guys. Wonderful person. Love Tammy.
Yeah.
And from all of us here at Good Morning Murfreesboro, we wish you a great weekend.
If you're going to do it here in Murfreesboro. See you next week.